First of all, ma yemra ebano a year America hon sense, but we'll look at the security aspect. But before that, ma yemfe generally, abato ewa America brochime mono saying anisifatie.
Our American elections, no, will be untrusted Americans when it comes to what goes into their campaign messages, and then don't trust Americans when it comes to almost a debate, and the debate will influence the mindset of Americans. It's not like that. America for democracy is one of the most funniest in the world. It is yes, of course, the world police democracy we need to leader. Look,
Kessben.
President Trump is an indicted, I'm sorry to use the word, the indictment of criminal offenses.
Yes.
An indictment in America means the dynasty is only waiting for how many years and what jail. Just how many years. American what now? Democrats what? Some of us, why a lot of the radio stations have been calling, as I speak to more than 6 radio stations are packed. Because I said this and say, this is the 5th time, it could be the 6th. We have surprises of American elections where I said the candidate was very popular.
Yeah.
From 2006, and year 2000, the biggest shock of American history when Al Gore, almighty Al Gore, has to lose elections to your friend is saying George Bush in 2000. Why? Because of the same electoral college. And then electoral colleges, it is 270.
Yes.
It doesn't represent the popular vote of the United States of America. These 270 are electoral college, There are some smaller states and electoral colleges, as we say, bigger states. Why? Because in a way say, okay, the first state it must not disadvantage the other one. And to making sure that smaller states need the colleges near bigger. Ebini Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania East Coast. The blue states, America, are friend traditional states, Blue states, or the Florida as their air bar in the East Coast. Over Charleston, South Carolina. Over Charleston, South Carolina, or for Basra. Over North Carolina, Raleigh. Over North Carolina, what yes in Virginia as a state. Over Virginia state, what is either on the other side of Maryland and not on the other side of Washington, D.C., which is District of Columbia. Over Delaware, from Maryland side. From Delaware, over Pennsylvania.
Yes,
from Pennsylvania, over New Jersey. New Jersey, over New York State. New York State, over Connecticut. Connecticut, over Rhode Island. Rhode Island, you are going to New Hampshire, which is Nashua, or you are going to Boston on the left side. So that states in have been a dominant of the blue.
Okay.
Now shift to a little bit of inside of the east. Ohio. Ohio is one of the states, smaller states with bigger electoral college. Trump akofa Ohio solidly. Abe blue state, wafa. Easy. Yanko Wisconsin, Yanko West Coast now, traditional. But who better election winner? The battlegrounds, is what is giving Kamala problems. What are the battlegrounds? The battlegrounds in your state are your MPP vote to MPP, your NDC vote to NDC. So they are the middle people from the floating voters,
Exactly. The swing states.
Yes, the swing ones, which is not determined, is determined by the order of the day, Trump is doing very well in the blue states, surprisingly, battlegrounds, So we know, and some of us are aware, say, Americans traditionally, naturally, they are not prepared for woman president.
Okay.
Now let's look at the messages that go into the elections. American election, it's about politics. It's about foreign policy. It's about education. It's about the Israeli-Palestinian war. It's about Ukraine war now being the foreign policy. Abortion rights. Medical. Who gives us insurance and who does not? And the main one is also the taxes. Either the rich will pay more or the rich will pay less. And then Trump's position had always been said, the rich will pay less and the poor ones should pay more. Look at that. Now, if Obia or no more the same crime, if be that jail 6 years, 8 years, 7.
Yeah.
Trump in his history from 38 years. I'll be Trump. Our New York. Our team changing even the road. Trump Tower, so when you road. I be busy one major Giuliani or an advisor Neno. Only Giuliani now could have a woman's one. Look at the kind of property anywhere to and a presidential candidate in the heat of election telling Americans say, so we need $200,000 a year. So coffee now you busawa. That's when say 100,000. What is he telling you? He's telling you say forget about the tax. But then the reality of the matter is that me personally as a person, I love the man. He's smart because he was not a known politician. Neither was he a politician.
Exactly.
Trump only said an interview on CNN some years back in the late 90s. He said, over join the party B, my presidential candidate. Party Ben and Kabe, or say Republicans. But you are a known Democrat, or say yes. Why? Or say because they are stupid. Because they are stupid, our Republicans have this issue on their mind. That Trump, Nenema Obeye, even to his own party, and then the congressmen and women and senators, leading to the fact that 31 of his congressmen, 30-something of his senators, Republic, support your friend is there.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Yes, sir.
How does that happen? It happens there. They didn't have anybody to bring because of Trump's influence on other senators and other governors and institutes. I'm making sure that on fat party, and on the best presidential candidate, rather no, there's nobody. But let me also put on record that American politics, the finest politicians like Clinton, the Al Gore, George Lieberman, John Kerry, McCain, any those out America in and out, top class American politicians.
Yes, sir.
United States is like Ghana as we speak. They are struggling to have the better candidate. Usha Ebia acquire Joe Biden first or tricky the Democrats or Mark Kamala Ebeye Doye Eneno. Joe Biden knew very well say Senka or throw in the towel after his abysmal performance of the first debate with Trump.
Yes.
And could throw in the towel now. And one Chayamana the closest time now woman to me for primaries, and Kamala wouldn't be where she is now because she would have lost the primary.
The primaries, okay.
That one thumbs up to Joe Biden's cleverness. But if we talk about the reality of the matter now, Americans are not prepared for a woman president, and the electoral college, as we speak, is not favoring Kamala, regardless of the popularity. The message is not the back campaign. To me, that is where the problem was. She concentrated overly on the climate. She concentrated overly on the abortion rights.
Okay.
She concentrated overly on somehow immigration, not so much. But Trump, the ordinary position about war, also want to encourage the balance of trade deficit between America and China. Meaning that Chinese bring more items, more goods and services to sell to Americans for American dollar compared to Americans. He feels that American businesses are losing. Trump said, all my European car giants, German cars, are expensive than any American private car or American. Oba, he will ensure that American forces to give you my private small cars. What is he trying to talk about? He's talking about Tesla. Tesla has been one of his biggest sponsors.
That is Elon Musk, right?
Yes. Max Eman 1.5 million to start. The company claims was 2.5 million. What does it mean? That also about stop with the Hyundai, which is the best performing SUV cars in America.
Okay.
It will encourage the American country, American company to build smaller cars. And to know back with the business mindset, say, or push the economy. Meaning, say, if the economy is stronger, employment will be stable. Whereas Joe Biden, Kamala, a concentrated match on Ukraine war with American money. Now, I personally have a problem with Kamala, much as I do want her to win because of the immigration problems. Trump said, or be embark the biggest deportation, or started first with deploy but this time around, you want to do it. Or person said, child birthright because you can't get pregnant in your country like in Africa and come and ship the babies in America for passport.
Exactly.
That is the mindset. When you child birthright in more, America will not be attractive for any foreigner. And these are the things that oppress oil. Now Kamala Harris, in my view, on now Attorney General of California, on this gender LGBTQ plus, on my quite said, I cry what 13 years. So decided to pursue ye gay. None my main Prince Papa Prince one. The school teacher can sign up for her or him. And not or your transgender program and say, oh, so your bar now you bear my bit to acquire. On the course of California government, and Arnold Schwarzenegger,
governor, yes.
NTOCC,
yes,
a lot of camps, a lot of hostels, a lot of dormitories. As we speak, and cry Omugu America, our California most especially across the California state. Oma change gender. Regrettably, no 50 years and no call you can in Yama. They do 18. Okay, no, I am confused. And them crying they are on wild drugs, depression. All these things were caused by Kamala Harris. To me, that alone, because I'm crying with depression at home or your friend is saying California, no. So sad, suicide, I'm crying at Corso. And they just want to nothing but say or person could you. And indeed, so what creates our problem and depressing. And all why violent and we say cannot go to you cannot go bobia. The same case ends up in jail. So a trouble created by you creates extra problem for other families. And these kids are more than 5,000 across the state of California. With that mindset, with that alone, Kamala, these are some of the things that me personally, I do not, because Kamala Nyakwa by Ghana,
exactly,
Obejia in Parliament, as a U.S. first vice president of visiting Ghana. She did not bring any economic incentive, neither did she bring anything about economy. She looked at the face of our president and addressed the issue of gay and LGBTQ. Or they call Tanzania, which is an Islamic state. And Jomu Hutu Nepamano. And those are the things that the governance, climate. Me, do I care about climate? You out here, you don't care about climate. You care about economy. Yes, your brothers need more. Immigration there, only record, bad record with immigration. We go with deportation idea.
Okay.
Trump has a deportation idea. And there's a plus here, there's a minus here. But shockingly, American for there don't trust the elections until the results are completely out. But as we speak, 5 states and they being battled. So my minute man when here, she's out.
She's out. But a quick one before I remember Wakono, our hub. How is the electoral college formed? Because the confusion comes at a point people might think say Ebia Kamala to me winning all the popular votes. Yet Ebano electoral college now Trump to me winning most of them. Now the differentials between the popular vote and the electoral college are decide who becomes the winner. No? How is the college formed? And DNT and no Anna Ebeye the ultimate decision taker.
Baba, Ghana your constituency, yes or no?
Exactly.
And our constituency is your first say other other
police stations
all police stations.
Yes, electoral
areas.
Yes.
And to one electoral areas, the Ashanti region is a region.
Exactly.
How many senators and as an MP?
47.
That is where you have to look at it. And so Olunqua 47 yeah, share the electoral college, say 47, for instance.
Okay.
And you say, ultimately winning 47, no. Like so I win the Ashanti region, and then electoral college. Name baby or bedroom. Na polling stations, that's the electoral area. No. That state in Ankasa popular, you know. Your friend is MPP in the case of the blue.
Okay.
But a Kobase polling areas now, over a greater Accra. Na NDC after polling areas in Name Dansuman. Any baby desire your friend is Dome Kwabinya, and I said, so true consistency is a big, you know. Where's a presidential candidate, you know, while winning bigger numbers. The co-polling areas now, which is the colleges now, Loma Kwakulusu. And here share the total number of polls, Unyano, Ewo, Dome Kwabinya, Etiminya 15,000 for president, Engineer 120,000 so true for the president. But over polling agents, polling areas now. Obey should be our doko. Obey we are there. Dakuma polling areas now. Hanyano. MPP NDC for Akofa. The margin in Aukikaboma. Your friend is the magic 535, the 538. Okay, Kaboma. So the magic 217. And only what you are looking at.
Okay.
It's not the total number. And if you don't concentrate on the magic 217 now, you're out. In the 270 being the total electoral area, electoral college, you know, a hundred now near and no Trump on the concentration at the white areas.
Okay.
And also balance in a way, say the smaller the state to some of them, no, the bigger the electoral area. And to say, well, no, Timukunya, let's say area no follow our brofuma, no, Tuguma, downtown no air daki for any be a Hispanic Nuguo. Where the Amonkoya numbers, no, there are 16 electoral areas. Wetima winning 8 friends, 10 of them. The numbers in this are win the popular. Or the other 16. It doesn't add up.
Interesting, quite complicated. But the comeback of Trump, what will it mean for the world's economy entirely? Again, Osha Russia-Ukraine war play a major role. Osha the Israel, Iran, and other countries,
we're making a position clear. Iran, they are no more problem, personal, it's fine. But we're making the position clear because we're pro Putin. Putin and Adamfo. He will not use the American money. And Americans support Zelensky. Europeans, bread, they don't have money to give him.
Okay.
Into Russia-Ukraine war, no. And so a lot of the economic problems in the world ever stop because and to rather Russia-Ukraine by giving back to the world economy as compared to the other part of our Hold on, Bacho.
Yes, exactly. And Mama, now I say, our home say, "Oh, rubber before floor." And thank you so much.
Mama, time was too crash, but there have so many interviews that right now I have to walk into a certain studio and see. Mama, we have more time to talk after this one.
Very well. I'm grateful for your time.